your Health Watch, we have fun here on the show, but we do take a moment to talk about the things impacting our community as well. It's Survivors of Suicide Loss Day, and here to tell us ways we can get support and help others is Kelly Mays from Hygira Health. Kelly, welcome. Thanks for being on with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
It's important to take a moment during the holidays and acknowledge all of those people out there right now who are struggling. For starters, can you tell us the significance of this day, why it's so important?
So this day was created in the late 90s by Senator Harry Reid, who lost his father to suicide. The purpose of it is to bring together those family and friend members, family members who have lost their loved ones to suicide and provide connection, support, hope.
How can we better recognize the warning signs to know that a loved one, a friend, a colleague is struggling?
So you look at things like isolation, depression. Is that person talking about death? Are they looking at things that are death themed? Are they reaching out for help? So that, you have direct clues and indirect clues. And are they communicating some sort of hopelessness or burdensomeness?
Resources in Detroit. I know
Yes.
this is such an important part of
Absolutely.
what you do day in, day out. If there are people out there, where can they go? Who can they turn to?
So Metro Detroit has some really great resources. At Hygira Health, we serve communities in Western Wayne and Downriver. We have clinicians that are trained in suicide prevention. In the community, we go out and we train people in QPR, which is question, persuade, refer. We teach them how to recognize the signs of suicide, how to persuade someone to stay alive, and also how to refer them to services. There's also 988, which is a national crisis hotline. You can text, you can call it, you can go on the computer and access a crisis clinician 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We've talked so much even this week about people who may get a medical diagnosis and how you don't necessarily think of their children, their spouse, their parents, that diagnosis can be just as hard on them. I think a lot of that trickles over when you talk about suicide. Loved ones are left behind, and with that so often can come, what should I have done? What could I have said? Not saying there should be guilt involved, but so often, unfortunately, there is. Talk about how those people are not alone. I mean, you know better than anyone else. That can be incredibly traumatic for those still here.
Yes, so there's a lot of blame and shame and guilt that are associated when you lose someone to suicide. I'm a loss survivor myself. And I'm in this work, and oftentimes I think, like, what could I have done differently? I think it's if we normalize that conversation and bring it out to the open and have an opportunity to connect with others, that can help kind of reduce that shame and blame feeling, and also provide that connection. We all need human connection, empathy, to see and feel like we're being seen and to be able to tell our stories.
I only want you to share as much as you're comfortable with, but you just mentioned being very deeply involved in this.
Yes.
Has that helped with your healing, helping others?
It has. I actually lost a loved one. We had a suicide prevention conference during COVID, and it was virtual. And the night before, I lost a loved one to suicide. And I went in that morning to do the conference, and my supervisor was like, "Why are you here? Go home." And I was like, "I need to be here. Maybe someone who is like my loved one is here and listening, and maybe I can save their life." And so that's why I do this work, because I might save someone like my loved one who was lost.
Kelly Mays, you're a beautiful person inside and out. Thank you so much for spreading this message.
Thank you for having me.